Alright guys, screw the intros, let's get right into this. So apparently Sony has this crazy credit card policy where if your account is compromised and somebody grabs your credit cards and starts buying, all kinds of different games, American Squid Dad or whatever, they won't cover that whatsoever. Nothing. What they'll do is tell you that they are investigating it, and during the time of the investigation, your PlayStation account is useless because they're going to shut it down. And then after they're finished with that, they'll call you back or send you a message, most likely send you a message telling you that, yeah, there's nothing we can do because of the terms and agreements, blah 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 blah. Nobody cares, Sony. That's not what people want to hear. Okay? I just got $200 stolen from me. That's not what I want to hear. So apparently this reporter made a story about it, and it followed the story of 3 individuals which had their PlayStation account stolen and their credit card information compromised and ended up losing a couple $100, and one of them even lost a couple $100 to video game consoles that they didn't even own, and Sony refused to give them the money back. Okay, so you're thinking, oh well, I'll just go to my credit card, right? And through my credit card or debit card, I'll be able to get my money back that way. Which you will get your money back. Your credit card will be like, oh, okay, we'll investigate this. Okay, it turns out, you did get your money stolen. All right, it wasn't you that made those transactions, so we're gonna go ahead and give your money back because we're cool guys like that. What's a couple $100, right? Well, not Sony. What I didn't know was that when they give your money back, it's because they're taking it away from Sony to give to you, which doesn't make Sony very happy. So what Sony does, alright, get this is the kicker, this is the crazy part. What Sony does is that they'll close out your account and tell you that you have to pay them money, alright, that the credit card company took from them to give to you. You have to basically give it back, otherwise you can't use any of the stuff that you bought previously. Alright, so all the games you bought online, all the stuff you had access to, you don't have access to any of that. Period. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, there's no way this would be true. This is too crazy. This is too insane. No company would ever do this. And, after investigating this and seeing that, all these other YouTubers are covering this story, and checking it out, it turns out this is 100% true. So, this kind of stuff makes me want to run back to Xbox. Because I was an Xbox guy before I was a PlayStation guy. And I never had an issue with that with Xbox. So, that's insane. So immediately today, and I suggest everybody does this, I went over and removed all my credit card information from my PlayStation, alright? Because I'd rather have to punch it in over and over again, alright, and then delete it, than, have the conveniency of having it there and just being able to buy whatever I wanted. And if somebody, compromises my PlayStation 4, then I'm totally screwed and Sony won't cover it. So it's not worth the headaches, guys. I suggest you all do the same thing. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there that show you how to do it in case you don't know how. Alright? Yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say about that. That's ridiculous, Sony. Also, a representative of Sony did say that after the story leaked out and they were, put out the light, they did sit there and say that, oh, well, thanks for bringing this to our attention. We're going to be changing our policies, blah, 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 and we're going to make things all better. And so the reporter asked them, oh, so, are you still going to close people's accounts when you're investigating it? The person turns around and says, yes, we'll still be closing your account during the investigation. So, I guess, I don't know how long that investigation is going to be, but, if your credit card gets stolen and you tell Sony about it, they're going to close your account until they get to the bottom of it. So that's something you should probably know about in case you're planning on trying to get your money back, what the heck, Sony? You guys are screwing up. I want to love you guys. I really do. But you guys won't let me. Oh, by the way, I get this amazing knife kill right here. You might want to go check that out. It's pretty sick.